Is Pete Davidson a narcissist? Well, he's actually a borderline, which is very similar. And I think it's why he's been able to date the most beautiful women in the world, like Kim Kardashian, and all of these celebrities, which just having that level of fame, even if you're not a narcissist to begin with, it's going to make you one. And the type of people who reach that level of fame typically are narcissistic to begin with. But Pete Davidson is attracting these women. I used to beat my head. Well, how is he? How is this guy? He's pretty average. He's like a C-list celebrity. How's he dating? Arguably the most beautiful woman in the world. And I think I figured it out. He came out as borderline personality disorder, which is part of the cluster B. Narcissism and borderline are very close together. You could say they're like the same coin, just different sides. But the relationship is going to be very explosive because a narcissist and a borderline has a false self and a true self. But because they both are grandiose, they're both going to idealize each other. And this is why sometimes you run into people, you can run into a borderline and confuse them for a narcissist. I myself have at times love bomb people because an empath will do that too because empaths are very genuine people. They like to see the best in people and they're going to shower you with gifts, affection, and all that stuff. And that might seem like a love bomb. They're both going to get into this crazy high energy relationship and it's always going to end the same, just like any relationship with a borderline or any relationship with a narcissist. The difference is a borderline, like Pete Davidson, can get attached to people. A narcissist and a borderline, they both regulate their emotions through other people, but in different ways. I hate the term narcissistic supply, but a narcissist will use emotional regulation as a form of narcissistic supply. But they also use it to extract money from people, to extract all kinds of stuff. It's not just like a borderline. A borderline regulates their emotions through other people, and that's about it. The end of that relationship is really telling between a borderline and a narcissist as well. If you see what happened to Pete Davidson after he broke up with Kim Kardashian, he went into like this deep depression, which is something a lot of empaths or just most people do because narcissists are so draining because we put so much of our ego self into the narcissist. That's one of the reasons why you feel so lost and drained after being with one. A lot of your mental and physical energy has been kind of implanted into the narcissist and they've kind of replaced their thoughts and being into you. So the relationship ended and Pete Davidson spiraled into depression because he actually invested his emotional energy into Kim Kardashian, where a narcissist like Kim Kardashian is not, they can't get attached to people emotionally because they aren't really in touch with their emotions. They see you as an object. They might fall in love with your physical body, but they don't fall in love with you, with your personality, that identity, right? And this is why you see her and she's not even devastated. You can even see it in the relationship how Pete Davidson is very emotionally invested in Kim Kardashian, and Kim Kardashian just sees him as almost a nuisance at times. And that's also why a narcissist can so easily replace you because to them, you're just an object. They're just switching with one body for another, just like you can have a favorite pencil and you lose it. You're not going to cry about it, right? You're just going to replace it with another one, and that's going to become your favorite pencil for a while. That's how the narcissist is viewing the relationship. The thing is, whenever you idealize love, you're falling in love with a false idea that you've created, a false idea that maybe they have put into your head. And when you do that, it's fantasy. It doesn't matter if you have a personality disorder or not. So you're gonna keep having dysfunctional relationships like Pete and Kim had, even if you don't have a personality disorder, because you're not viewing love in a healthy way. It's fun to fall in love. It's fun to have those, once in a lifetime kind of relationships. But if you're trying to find healthy, stable love, you have to grow into it instead of falling into a very narcissistic pattern of idealizing people and then realizing that they aren't the person you made them out to be in your head. And then you go through your own form of devaluing them, possibly discarding them. And the cycle keeps on continuing until you choose to view love in a healthier manner.